guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Prickly Pear Hop. There's both a hop on Instagram and a hop on YouTube. And I thought that using this sketched poinsettia or poinsettia, depending on how you pronounce it, as sort of the focal point of this card would make sense. So I wanted to show you one of my favorite techniques that I learned from Karen Hightower at a workshop, but it works very well for florals, but you could also use it for a bunch of other stuff. So what I started out with is just a standard panel in craft. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I need some pigment ink to basically stamp this in white. And what we're gonna do, and I'll sort of explain this to you while I'm stamping, is that we want to sort of create an outline in white, and then we want to find the various regions that we want to color, and we want to color them over with either like a white or a cream colored pencil, and then we're going to layer color on top of that. I grabbed a bunch of Prismacolors because they were the pencils I had at hand, but you can do this with anything really. Basically, what you're gonna the sort of secret to this is if you layer white under colored pencil, it's gonna pop a lot more, and it's also going to create sort of a no line effect. So it kind of creates sort of a no line coloring kind of thing. Now, this stamp is basically the perfect size as a focal point. Now, if we want to do a sentiment, I would recommend sort of leaving space somewhere. I think I'm going to leave space at the bottom or the top. So I'm going to do this what looks like a little bit off center. I'll just put down my magnet. I don't know that I have ever found the white pigment ink of my dreams, but this is the Unicorn White by Hero, which I have not tried. As you can see, it's brand new. Actually, before I do that, the stamp is also brand new. So I will just go in here quick and just see if I can't clean off some of there's sort of an oil that's left on these photopolymer stamps when they're manufactured, and that can sometimes cause issues. So basically, what we just want to do is get white on here. And because we're going to layer over this, you really just need to be able to see the design. And don't worry about like getting too much pigment ink down for a similar reason, because when we're done, you're basically going to see none of this. Now, I think this is, I'll say, wow, that ink worked really well. But this is basically what you want. So you don't really need to worry about any, see, we can see sort of the lines of the stamp. This is less visible in real life than on camera right now, just FYI. So basically what we're going to do is let that dry. And I'm going to clean off my stamp, and then we can, once I have this all cleaned off, because I might be stamping this in black later, so that's sort of the idea. Um, yeah, so basically you can do this with any stamp, but something I feel like florals work the best because this is a really kind of relaxing project to get into as well. Um, but it's not fast, so we are going to do sort of some cutting, which isn't my usual because I like to show everybody the how long things actually take, but this would be a little bit boring. And I think yeah, we are dry. And again, even if I'll just show you the technique on these on the pine branches. These are almost entirely done already, but basically what you would just do is pick an area, and I'm going to grab this pine bough right here, and you just want to very lightly color over it. You don't really want to apply a lot of pressure. So, like on the colored pencil, rather than gripping like a normal pencil, if you go back about 2 inches, it gives you a little bit more control. And these are wax-based colored pencils, so it is going to layer as you go. A finer point can sometimes help you. This is a brand new I'm not sure where my pencil sharpener went, but this is a brand new. What color is this? It's basically pine, grass green, but it's basically a darker green. So then what I'm just gonna do is the same thing. I'm just gonna go in here and just start layering on top. And if I decide I want a darker green, 'cause this isn't really a sprucey green, I can go back into my pencil stash and do that. And I tend to want to, you don't have to cover all the white, but I tend to want to do that. So this is just a very relaxing sort of coloring technique because it's kind of imprecise because you're not really putting a lot of pressure down. And now you can kind of see how this works, where let me just pull that up a little bit closer, where you can see how this color on top of the white pops more. Let me just grab a so this is a scrap of craft, same paper. So I'm just gonna color some of this down, and you can see how it's much darker, not on top of the white. So what we're gonna basically get is a design that pops a lot more than it would otherwise. But as you can see, this process will take a while, so I am going to continue coloring and I will come back once this is more done so you can kind of see what the finished product looks like. And we are back, and here's sort of the final look. I wound up not really having to overcolor with the colored pencil too much. I did it here on this test one, but I actually kind of like some of the white poking through, and also I like the dark green with just the pigment ink because the ink itself was pretty dark. You can of course come through and do more if you want. You can see when you get up close and personal, you get a lot of color variation, which is kind of fun. It really gives you sort of a sketch look, which is nice. But I think what I want to do is just stamp a sentiment on the bottom here. Gonna grab the Happy Holidays. Don't mind the noise. The kitty is taking a look at things. And I always want to be very careful when I'm stamping on like a final or a mostly finished card because it's really easy to do this upside down. So I think I would like probably black. Black ink, I think will work best and show up on this paper. Now this is going to because the actual craft cardstock is a bit rough. You're going to get more of a I don't know, more of a like vintagey look, I would say. You know, like you're gonna sort of like that. I'm gonna hit this again, but just FYI, because if you want it to be like completely smooth, you could just cut some cardstock, and stamp it that way and do more of a sentiment strip. And if you screwed this up, you could always come back later and put a sentiment strip over it. Um, so this is basically our final card. We just need to grab a card base and mount it. I think another brown would be quite nice. I've been really enjoying these sort of terracotta brown card bases. Um, because it's similar but not quite the same. And I think I will also round the corners on this as well. So let me grab my corner rounder here quick, and we can make sure it work up that. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the way this hop works is there is a list of folks in the description box below. Please visit everybody's channel and comment on their video and like it, and that will, I believe, enter you in the giveaway. The giveaway may be Instagram specific, so check below. I will have notes on if you can do everything here or if you also need to do the Instagram hop. I would recommend to go over to Prickly Pear Stamps Instagram as well, and there's going to be some additional projects there because only some folks have done video. So I'm just going to glue this down. I always double check which side my card base opens on, and we will put that there. It should adhere pretty quickly. And there you go. You do get sort of a little bit of a waxy look, as you can see on camera right now, um, because of the layering of the colored pencil. But I don't know. To me, it looks just really vintage, and I don't know. I always find that these look pretty special. And if you want more of a fully covered look, you can, of course, go in as much as you want to touch up the colored pencil. Sort of like Copic coloring. It's really more of a how much time you want to spend versus anything else. But anyway, thanks for checking this out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your hop and rest of your day.